makes some difficult saves sometimes, look routine, and that's when he's at his best. I thought he was in great control, economy and motion in there. The puck hits him, his rebound control was great, he was tracking the puck through traffic. His handles when he gets the pucks on rims, I think he helps our defensemen out a lot, just helping us get out of our end. So he just has a calm demeanor back there. I think it's contagious. I think it rubs off on the group in front of him.
Coach, not that he filled up the score sheet tonight, but is it fair to say Evgeny Malkin's played some of his most consistent shift-to-shift hockey over the last 3-4 weeks?
I think so. I think Gino's been pretty consistent all year. He's playing an inspired game. He's so strong on the puck. And it seems like the puck follows him around. He has it an awful lot when he's on the ice. I think he's got some chemistry with Zuck and Rax. I think Zuck's played his best hockey here, as a Penguin over the last month or so. So that line has been a real threat for us. Obviously, Gino drives the line with his talent and his presence, but he's playing an inspired game. I think he's been consistent for a while.
Staff on the right.
Like Jeff Petrie back in the lineup, he helps contribute on the first goal on the power play. Just how big a help is he on the power play? And 5-on-5, how much of a relief is it having another righty in there after a few weeks of trying to sort out lefties, righties?
Well, he just, I just think he helps us in so many ways. The first thing is he's a guy that he's a terrific athlete. First and foremost, he can just play a lot of minutes. He can log a lot of minutes. He recovers. He's a lot like Tanger in that regard. Those two guys can just eat minutes when they're on our bench. They're such terrific athletes. They're so physically fit, and he played 25 minutes tonight in all situations. I just think his presence was felt right away in all situations, on the power play, on the penalty kill, 5-on-5, at our net front. I thought he was really good on the power play tonight, just making good decisions on the blue line. He gets a breakaway on one of the breakouts that they ran. He put pucks out the net when he had opportunities, and he had lanes. That's how they ended up scoring. So he did a real good job. I thought he made great decisions on the power play tonight.
Rob on the left.
Mike, they get that goal at the end of the second, and then you really early in the third period, you're on a penalty kill with one of your better defensemen in the box. What did you see from your penalty kill unit on that particular sequence?
Well, once again, I thought they competed hard. That Ottawa's got a real good power play, as you know. It was a difference maker for them in Ottawa the other night. And we try to help them with a game plan to set them up for success. I think the guys that are going over the boards and being part of that group did a terrific job. They won face-offs, they blocked shots, they got clears. There was collective effort, there was collective pressure, probably even more importantly, where we didn't give them too many opportunities to get to a setup. That's when I think those guys can be really dangerous.
Dan on the left.
Mike, there were over 90 shots tonight, almost 100. How do you think your team, fared with controlling the territory and getting the better of the shots?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm prepared to answer that question right now. I'd like to watch the game film a little closer. What I can give you is my reaction coming off the bench. I thought there were momentum swings in the game. There were times when Ottawa had it. There were times when we had it. I think when the shots came in flurries, they tended to come in flurries when they did. And sometimes, and I'm not suggesting that this is the case tonight, because I think I gotta look at it closer, but sometimes both ways the shot clock can be deceiving. It all depends on where they come from, the types of opportunities that are being created, things of that nature. But it was a high shot volume game on both sides. I'd like to believe that we can play a tighter game, and I think that's our challenge moving forward. Just speaking for our team, I think we can play a tighter game and limiting some of those opportunities, and just allowing them to get pucks to the net. And that's something that we've got to work on moving forward.
Last one, Steph on the right.
Kind of tongue-in-cheek here, but there was a somewhat unique circumstance with P.O. and his brother taking high stick penalties on one another. Just what was the reaction on the bench there? And you ever seen coincidental high sticking minors, I guess, like that? Or how often does a penalty like that happen?
Well, it doesn't happen very often, as you know, especially with brothers that are on opposing teams. I don't know that I've ever seen that. So, I'm sure when they're having a barbecue at their house in the summertime, they'll have some laughs over that one.